When I finished Poly Prep, which is a wonderful prep school in Brooklyn, New York, I went to Israel. I was 16, I think, and it wasn't so much that I ran away from home, but I did. And when I got there, I ended up just by chance in a kibbutz. I was out in a orange. It was at a time that they were picking citrus fruits, and I was picking citrus fruits, and some of the young people who were with me picking citrus fruits said, "Where are you going to stay tonight?" And I said, "Gee, I don't know really. I had just come to Israel." I said, "Where can I stay around here?" And they said, "Come stay with us." And they were kibbutz people. They hadn't settled in their permanent home. In those days, there was kind of a sequence. They started out in tents, and as soon as some land was purchased, they were allowed to move on to this purchased land, and they had to wait for a while. So I joined them when they were still in tents. I spent about a year in the kibbutz. And I was just knocked apart by the relationship between the people, by the social way of living, by the sense of egalitarianism, by the intensely debatable but very interesting way they brought up their children, and in fact by everything about it, leaving aside the sense of adventure, because it was a kind of it was a pioneer stage. It was like going out west before the gold rush here, in a sense. Same feeling then. I just loved it. The girls were pretty. There was a very interesting kind of relationship between the sexes there too, which I think was a lot similar to what we had here in the 60s. There was kind of a humorous quality about the relationship, which it doesn't seem to exist anymore. And I remember that one of the things that also knocked me apart was that at the beginning, we all took showers together. Now, if you can imagine me from a prep school at 16, I mean, to take a shower with all these gorgeous tomatoes around, it was just spectacular. All I can remember doing was keeping my head down like this and taking the shower going like that. But it was just damn wonderful. It really wasn't sexy. It was too embarrassing to be sexy, but it was wonderful. And the whole experience there, I suppose it's fair enough to say that I learned to be a liberal, a left-winger, as a result of my experience in the kibbutz. Left-wing, not in a radical sense. I didn't feel that it was radical. In fact, in some ways, it was very old-fashioned. It was like, a village life together, and everybody was helping everybody else. And so I've never thought of the kibbutz as a radical form, although it is. I thought of it as just a generous, lovely way for people to live together. And that part of it influenced me profoundly, and has influenced me all my life. Sometimes people ask me about Sea Ranch. Did that emerge from my experience on the kibbutz? Yes, it did. But again, it's like all these questions about form. Are you copying art with your form? Are you copying the kibbutz in the Sea Ranch? That's nonsense. What I've been influenced by is the basic quality of the experience, and then I can transfer it to some new experience of mine. And that's what the influence of the kibbutz was at the Sea Ranch, you see. And if somebody asked me, did the Sea Ranch emerge from the kibbutz, I would say, no. But if they said, were you influenced in the design of the Sea Ranch? I would say absolutely. You see the difference? That's an important difference for me, even not only on a social level, but also on an art level.